Ooh. All right, so right now we're going to do what is a funnel, okay?
Okay, and
And
then what?
then we're going to get into the juicy.
Okay, even though you
Yeah.
introed the last one.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that okay for
Yeah, yeah.
your
I don't care.
workflow? That's okay. Okay. Because I think the funnel is just going to be a quick video. What is a funnel?
Mhm.
We'll get that keyword. I'm sure it's probably highly populated. Probably not going to get, but
Yeah.
it's important. So, all right. So what is a marketing funnel? We're going to go over that in this video. All right, so we are out in Kaneohe, Hawaii. We got Brett here from clickmill.co. He has a Christian digital marketing company, and he is going to talk about what is a marketing funnel.
Awesome. Well, a marketing funnel is basically just like a model. And over here, I talk a lot about mental models with our clients, and a model is just how does the world work in reality? Because we all have these great ideas, we all think the world works a specific way, but the people who get the most results are the people who are just doing things the way the world rewards.
Hmm.
And so, from a Christian perspective, we would just say God designed an orderly world, and He designed us to work in that world in a certain way. So when He says, be fruitful and multiply, then He's saying go out and just do things the way they're supposed to be done, and then you're going to have fruit and
Hmm.
multiplication. And so when we talk about a funnel, it is just a picture or a map or a model of the real world and how things work. And so, for example, in the funnel, you have sort of phases, and the top is the broadest, and the smallest is the narrowest. And this is talking about the coming in, and what do you want to say, getting smaller at the bottom is talking about the probabilistic nature of the world. And so this is at the top, you're going to sow a whole bunch of seeds. You're going to take a whole, that's why we say in the first video is like massive action. You're not going to go and talk to one person and get one client. It doesn't work like that. You're going to talk to 100 people. When I started, I sent 400 emails for every one client,
Hmm.
and I had to send 4,000 to get my first 10 clients. So you put hundreds and hundreds of potential clients in the top, and you're going to get a couple out of the bottom.
Yeah.
So that is the shape of the funnel, and that is why. Beyond that, the funnel is like it's just what marketing is it's just relationship building in mass. So just like you have a relationship with anybody, if you have a marketing funnel and you're trying to reach a bunch of people, it is a normal process of relationship building. And so, for example, a really simplified marketing funnel has, let's say, 3 phases. That top big phase is what we might say is connect. Okay. And connect is is the handshake. Oh, hey, it's so nice to meet you, you know? And so the first is connect, and you're meeting someone you've never met. And the second is convert, and that is get the name, get the email, get the phone number. And I'll kind of give an example of how
Sure.
each of these work in real life to draw kind of
Great. Great.
and the close is the big call to action. Hey, why don't you come in? Let's do services for you. You're going to love this. We're going to send over more clients. We can do each lead for $50. And they're like, let's do it. And they sign on the dotted line, and now you've got a client. Well, in real life, the way you would parallel that, and I'll just use, my wife as an example, connect is when I met her. And it's like, oh, hey, I'm Brett. Oh, it's okay, And so we meet each other. And, that first interaction hopefully goes well. It's usually the ideal.
Yeah.
And then we move from connect to convert. Well, what is this? The convert on your future spouse probably goes something like this. It's like, oh, hey, it was really nice to meet you. And I'd love to talk more if I'd love to go to coffee. Do you mind if I get your phone number? And that's the convert, because what? Name, email, phone number. But in that case, you just need the phone number.
Yeah.
So now we have the conversion, and then the close. To actually close the deal, you've got to build relationship. And so that's what we call the lead nurturing process. So what happens? Well, I'm going to nurture the relationship. We go to coffee. And, when she sees that I don't show up in a panel van, and I'm not like, weird and like, what does this guy do? We're meeting in public for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So as the trust builds, the commitment builds. And this is something that is also implicit to relationships with people. In order to get a high commitment, you have to have high trust, and high trust is earned. And
That's
so,
good.
yeah. And so the more you go out and the more you're showing you're sane and you're normal and you care about this other person, the more they're going to be willing to commit to you. And at some point, when the trust is high enough, it's actually uncomfortable if there isn't more commitment.
Hmm.
Because where am I going to put all this trust? Now I'm so invested with this person. We have so much relational capital. I need some dams on the side of this relational lake. And that's where the commitment, okay, we're gonna put a thing in here to hold all that trust in and hold all that relationship in. Okay, well, why don't you marry me? And there you have,
Wait a couple dates before you.
yeah. Well, and I think that points to another, right. You have to have a relationship building process in the
Yeah.
close phase. So you go down to close, so you got connect, convert, get the name, phone number, and now this is almost sound like a pickup video or something.
Yeah.
This is, and then as you're building the relationship in the close, and in the case of like marriage, it's going to be a year or years,
Yeah.
potentially. In the case of clients, you're wanting to build that slowly over time until, and different industries have different, in some just normal industries, they'll be like, can you get the result? You'll say yes, and they'll go, shut up and take my money. And that's how fast it is. In the Christian arena, I've had clients take a year and a half to come in because
Wow.
they're very, very slow to make decisions, but also kind of very slow to trust in some cases.
Uh,
And that's more common in my industry. Well, I think the biggest problem that people run into in regard to the marketing funnel is they get things out of order. And so maybe I'll give you two examples of that. Is that all right?
sure. Yeah.
Okay, so they get things out of order. So for example, when you go out to social media, that's connect, okay? Because we don't know those people.
Right.
Who are they? They're not on our
That's
website.
like the mall. That's like you're going
Yeah,
to the
you're going to
mall.
the
That's where the
mall,
common area
right?
is.
You're going to Amazon, you're going, out on the corner to put your lemonade stand up because no one's in your house trying to buy lemonade, right? So you go out to where your audience is and you're talking to them and you're saying, "Oh, hey, we're Clickmill. We're,
You're
whatever."
providing value, right?
Right. And then what do? You invite them back to your website.
Right.
Because where do you get the name and email? Social media companies are never going to let you get their name and email. They don't want you to have that. That's, nobody's ever seen that happen because they want to control that information and say, oh, a like is important, a subscribe is important, a follow is important. And those are okay. But if you want to control the audience, you need name and email. And so good marketers go out to social media and send them to their website where they can lead capture. And so that's the first thing. And a lot of times out of order.
And you're going to go over what a lead capture is because people
Oh,
don't.
yeah, sorry. So a lead capture being the conversion, getting name, email, and phone number. Hey, come on over right now to clickmill.co, sign up for your free biblical marketing and training subscription. Start building your Christian ministry or
Right.
Christian business.
So practically speaking, so Brett would be, even though he doesn't like social media, but say in this example, he would be on a social media platform, let's just say Facebook, and he would offer value. So that might be answering a question that someone has,
Yes.
or
Putting up a great article.
okay,
Hey, we just launched a new article. It's how to do, how to reach your first 1,000 YouTube subscribers.
yes.
You're gonna love it.
So
Here
this
it
is
is.
connect. This is connect phase.
Right.
And then, hey, come on over in that article.
Click on the link and then you go to the article,
boom.
which now you're on the website.
So now you're on their website. Now you're in the
Yes.
convert phase.
So
Yes.
so now you're convert, and the goal is then to sign them up. Well, what a lot of influencers miss, and I know we've talked about this because I don't want you to miss this, is they think their audience is on the social media platforms.
Mhm.
That's not your audience.
Mm.
You can't get name and email. You can't build them for a service. You can't build a relationship with them on social media. So you have to bring them to your website. And so many people miss that.
Mm.
I had a woman that I was working with for a while. She got a viral post on Facebook that hit like 2 million people. She got 2 million likes. So I don't even know how
Wow.
many people. And she called me early in the morning one morning and she's like, you won't believe it. I did it. I did it. And it's like, what did you do? And she tells me, and
Mm.
I'm like, what page did you send them to?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't send them to a page.
Oh my gosh.
All right, cool. Well, that's that.
Means nothing.
It's
Flash in the
It'll
pan.
never happen again. She got a flash in the pan and she got nothing for it.
Hmm.
So So first, that's out of order. Another thing that a lot of people do, and this is like behind the scenes, you'll never hear this anywhere else. I don't know why people don't say this more. You do all this work connecting on social media. You send them through to your website, to the blog, they're reading your blog or they're watching videos on your website, whatever it is, you're providing value. And then what's all over your website? Hey, check us out on social media. Go over to YouTube and subscribe, you know? And so it's like you went,
He taught me not to do
oh
that.
my gosh, it drives me crazy because it's like you do all this work to meet them
Mhm.
and then you send them to your website and then you kick them right back out to where they started and you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
Don't the website is where you capture them and you keep them. If they want to leave and exit the screen or hit the back button, great. Don't give them reasons to leave.
Yeah.
You just got them there. You did all this work. So that's another out of order.
Yeah.
And then the second thing that I wanted to mention
Yeah.
is messing up the order or the proportion, we'll say proportionality, and then I'll clarify, of the relationship building process. And so, for example, you go out, you meet them. So I go out, I meet my wife, and it's like, oh, hey, it's nice to meet you. And then, it's like, hey, convert, I'd really love to get your phone number. I'd love to go to coffee if that's cool with you, and okay, great. What is required to do that? I already have her name and I just need a phone number to set it up. Okay, that's okay. But a lot of people online run these clients into their or potential clients into their website from social media and advertising. And then they say, all right, hey, and I've done this with a lot of private schools. What's your name? What's your last name? What's your email? What's your phone number? What's your income? What's your kid's name? How many kids do you have? What grades are they in? And this is just to get the brochure. So that's like, can we go? That's the first date. That's the conversion. And so this would be like me having just met, my future wife for the first time. And it's like, oh, hey, it was so great to meet you. I'd love to go to coffee. And she's like, yeah, that'd be great. Can I get your first name and last name and phone number and email? And also, do you have any
Don't
kids?
do that.
Right.
Don't do
And
that.
it's way disproportionate. Get it on the back end. Yeah, you need it. You don't need it to just get them in the door.
Right.
If you don't get them right now, they're never coming back. And you got 30 seconds on the website to do it. So you make it as easy as possible for them to come in. And once you can follow up with them and build the relationship, you can learn all that stuff later. I can ask her all those questions on date 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, but I don't need to know it on the front
So
end.
can you do a screen capture on
Mhm.
your website and show what your lead generator is,
Sure.
right? Is that
Yeah.
fair? Like,
Mhm.
okay, so say they come over to your, right, they come over to your, or we're on YouTube right now. This would be the connect. And then I say, hey, this is Brett from clickmill.co. He gets over 40,000 monthly views. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. I want to go over to his website. And so then you bring them to your website. And
Yeah.
so, walk us through here.
Awesome. Okay, so this is the homepage of the website, and this is always in flux. If you come, it'll probably be different when you show up because we're always testing things and we're seeing what the data is telling us.
Mhm.
But in this case, you can see, we're talking to a Christian audience because that is primarily our audience,
Mhm.
and it's saying get the training you need to make your calling a reality. Calling being, start a ministry, grow your ministry, Christian entrepreneurship, and then what we're calling them to very clearly. You're not going to see social media on here, but it's get my free account. Get
Okay.
my free account. And as we
Okay.
go down, this is going to explain what that service is.
Mhm.
And then as you scroll down, we've got some kind of reputation building here. Here are some of the people and the clients that we work with.
Uh-huh.
And then coming down, what's included, you've got some really awesome graphics that show you what's on the back end. Like
Okay.
here's the course platform and here's what the course lessons look like.
Okay.
And then here's the subscription tiers. And then it goes down and just breaks it down. You see the ebooks, you see the guarantees and
So
things.
this is all pushing people toward one thing.
A singular thing, right? And then if we were to go to a blog, for example, and so this is more marketing strategy.
Mhm.
If we were to go to a blog, because, let's say we push this on social media and it's like, hey, go check out this
Okay,
blog.
one sec before you go there.
Uh-huh.
So you're on your website
Uh-huh.
and you're saying, hey, come and get my free account. So
Right.
this is all this is still the conversion
Yeah.
phase.
Once they come to the website, you have moved past connect and now you're
Now
on
you're in
convert.
conversion. And then the final phase is what? The third phase is
Yeah, well, if I'm being fully transparent, if you come down, so
yeah.
the convert is like, hey, we want to build a relationship. Let's
Yeah.
just talk. Let's just come and check it out. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so here's the free plan.
Uh-huh.
That's the convert, because when you come in here, it's name, email, phone number, and like one
Sure.
other thing. Make your password.
Sure.
So you get your login. Well, if you like this and this is like, wow, this is really good, or maybe
Yes.
even just watching these videos, you're like,
Yeah.
oh no, I already trust them. Then we close, and that is a sale.
Close is the third
Close
one.
is the sale.
So close would be someone clicking on. Okay, so
purchase.
even the free one, that would still be under convert. You're
Convert.
building value with
Yes.
them. You're going on the second date,
Right.
the third date, the fourth
Right.
date. And then close would be they click, hey, they purchase from you.
Exactly.
They want all the value from the videos. They see the video, they see the value from the free account, and
Right.
now they want more. Boom, you close them,
Right.
and that would be the funnel process.
Right. Absolutely. And also when you're building a relationship, you're not just looking for a relationship with any old person,
Mm,
because you need someone that works with you. And so in my case, we run a Christian marketing agency, and so the way we frame things is from a Christian perspective, and that's not right for everyone.
yeah.
So those first 3 courses we offer and the first 2 ebooks are written from a perspective that ministry leaders and Christian entrepreneurs and people wanting to, start a Christian ministry are going to understand.
Yes.
And it's going to allow other people to say, you know what, this isn't right for me.
It's going to weed out.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. And that's how everything on the site is designed. I can't have everybody because I can't talk to everybody.
Yes.
And that's the same thing with, anybody from any other perspective. If you're working with, you're selling, what do we say, the dentures, you're not going to talk to people who need help with their eyes. Like, it's just not this, you can't do it. And so, yeah, it's also intended to build the relationship, and doing it by talking specifically to that specific audience.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what that does. So the convert is the free sign up, and then the close is anything that's paid. And the minimal convert is $1. Just pay 99 cents, get the first month or something like that.
Mhm.
And that's how you would close. Excuse me. The close is the $1.
Okay.
So, and so that's how it works over on Clickmill right now. And we have changed this, 100 times, trying to craft and critique and narrow in on what works.
Okay. So this is 5-6 years of just changes,
optimization,
optimizing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that is a sales funnel, gives you a brief overview. If you want more marketing training, head on over to clickmill.co, check out their free account.
Links in the description.
Links in the description section, absolutely. And if you, okay, so let me do a quick, okay, so hey, if this video has been helpful for you so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the bells for notifications. Also give it a thumbs up. Apparently it helps with the algorithm. Okay. And then, hey, listen, if you want more marketing information, okay, actually, we're going to promote the next video. I'm going to promote what is digital marketing. Okay. Hey, if you've enjoyed this video so far, check out this other video right here on what is digital marketing. We'll see you in the next video. Peace. All right.
What is digital marketing? Now you want to go into pricing on this one.
Pricing.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to shut that off and then turn it back on again.
Love it.
You want to turn your fan on real quick?
Yeah. We'll turn it. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll get it rocking.
Are you able to get out of there all right?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
This is amazing.
Dude, I smell soap on the cup, but I don't taste any soap. It's really funny because I'm like, oh, it's coming. I like that shirt.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
gosh. Woo! It's an ice box.
I know. As
Holy
soon as I
cow.
walked in.
Oh, only cool enough.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be cool for a little while here.
I don't know if you want to let natural light in, but you can't open those if you want.
Keep it the way we have it.
Oh, I hope I haven't been recording this
Have a video how to get 16.
Oh, we are recording this whole time, mother.